Good evening and welcome to GUTV. I'm Riley Degg. In local news, on October 17th, Gonzaga's own professor of English, Todd Marshall, will be one of several notable Northwest authors to attend the Bedtime Stories event held at the Spokane Club. The event is being held to raise money for the Humanities of Washington Foundation, whose goal is to create an engaged community throughout the state. The night begins at 6 with a reception where Marshall and the other authors will debut their new works based off this year's theme, Bump in the Night. After that, they have a dinner at 7. For more information on the event or on the Humanities of Washington, contact them at www.humanities.org. In other local news, since 2011, students of Gonzaga's Law School have been working with local law offices and service programs to provide free legal services for those who can't afford it. These services mainly include helping people seal their juvenile records and helping vets with their free estate planning. This year is, of course, no different. Gonzaga students and volunteers from the Spokane County Bar Young Lawyers Division held their free consultations at Washington Veterans Will Clinic on October 4th for any veteran needing help with free estate planning, a procedure that normally costs $500 to $1,000. The Gonzaga students are also teaming up with Team Child to hold consultations on October 11th, November 13th, January 24th, February 19th, and March 21st for those looking to seal their juvenile records, which may be interfering with employment, housing, or education. Now, to officially seal a juvenile record, a court action must take place, and the students and Team Child are just providing assistance in that process. The students are not only receiving great experience doing this, but are also providing an invaluable service to the community that would not normally be able to afford it. Moving on to national news, doctors in San Diego have reported and documented the first case of internet addiction disorder. The case follows a 31-year-old enlisted naval member who checked himself into the U.S. Navy's Substance Abuse Rehabilitation Program for alcohol addiction. At first, the doctors thought his withdrawal symptoms were solely from his alcohol withdrawal, but later they learned that it was also because he was withdrawing from his Google glasses. The doctors found out that before checking into the clinic, the officer had been wearing the glasses every day for about 18 hours a day while at work and only taking them off to sleep and bathe. One of the symptoms of his withdrawal was to subconsciously touch the side of his eye as if turning on the Google glasses every time a doctor would ask him a question. He also reported vividly dreaming as if he were viewing his dream through the Google glasses themselves. Luckily, the patient has completed his 30-day treatment and is reporting that he is no longer experiencing withdrawal symptoms. And as of now, the internet addiction disorder is not officially recognized as a disorder, but Andrew Doan, the head of addictions at San Diego Center, expects to see a lot more cases of internet addiction in the future. Now, moving on to my 2 cents on the internet addiction concept, I think it's nothing new. I believe that we've lived in a society with internet for quite a long time, and I'm sure everyone's addicted to it. I know I am. Every time I need to look up pretty much anything is just to the internet. And now with phones being mini computers and literally having the internet at our fingertips 24/7, it makes our addiction a lot more. And I think this newfound concept of internet addiction and disorder is just the recognition of how much a crutch the internet really is.